So now coming to the blend all-electric A240, something a little bit new respect to what we were producing up until yesterday. So this is the future of our electric machine. As you can see, no electric motor whatsoever. This machine is fed directly from the national grid. The electric power is supplied either from the national grid or from a generator or from our BPS, battery power supply system, which is an external battery pack with up to 100 kilowatts stored power. And in this way, this can feed the A240 for up to 2 hours of operation 100%. The national grid connection can actually be connected behind the control panel here. And so, as we said before, there is no electric motor to drive all of the other motors on the plant itself. One of the features we'll be presenting at Bauma is our new control screen. Previously, all blend plants, we had the digital control screen. Now we're presenting a new control screen. The software obviously has been updated. We'll talk about that after. But the screen itself is actually 40% larger than the screen we were using before. The new My Blend management system has been upgraded. So aside from managing the plant itself and sending information back to the customer's office, there's also a system whereby it can manage the materials on the job site itself, registering and informing the operators of what material is needed and when it should be ordered. There's also a system for fleet management, and there's also a system for online invoicing. As we said before, there's no longer an electric motor on the plant. The electricity is supplied directly to the control panel. We have 60 litres of hydraulic oil. This hydraulic oil, ideally, is to run this small motor. This small motor is used for the pistons, which are on the four corners of the plant. These pistons are used for when you need to load and unload the plant from a truck. Instead of using a crane, you use these pistons, lowering them to raise the plant. The truck drives away, and then you lower the plant into position. So that's the only hydraulic feature which remains on the plant today. One of the challenges which has been met with a lot of research and hard work is the development of an electric motor to drive our mixer. This is based on an automotive motor, but with a lot of development, which means that we now have a 20 kilowatt motor to drive the mixer. So an electric motor as opposed to the previous hydraulic motor. The beauty of having an electric plant like ours today is that you only consume what you use. So when the plant's not being used, you're not consuming energy. So as we said before, it's all features which lead to a huge saving of energy and, of course, money. Another new feature on our plants is the use of a drum motor as opposed to the previous motors we were using. Aside from the fact they're electric, they're self-contained. So this means that the bearings and everything are inside the machine itself. That requires less greasing, less maintenance, and so it's easier to use and also more economic. On the electric version of the A240, we also started using an electric control valve, which is a closure valve on the cement sock itself. This means so that when you're washing or when you're filling the silo with cement, the valve closes to stop water going in the case of washing, or cement coming through the machine when you're filling the cement silo on the blend. As we said before, the new blend A240 electric version is full electric. And this means that the total absorbed power is approximately 70 kilowatts, as opposed to over 120 that we were using previously. So we're looking at a saving of approximately 40% for exactly the same output. This is also to be considered that the blend A240 for a plant which produces up to 90 cubic meters per hour with a total absorbed power of 65 kilowatts is probably the most economic plant on the market today. The A240 or even the E015 or any other blend electric plant can either be powered by the national grid, can be powered by an on-site generator, or by the blend BPS, battery power supply. So a meter cube of batteries, which have a total power absorbed of up to 100 kilowatts. And this means that in the case of, for example, the A240, a power supply like this can run the A240 at full operation for up to 2 hours. The BPS can also be used to power any other equipment on the job site itself. So it's a very flexible and versatile unit. The beauty of it is that it can also, while it's actually giving electricity, it can also be charging as well. So you're going to have a very good autonomy with anything you're going to be connecting the BPS to. Also on the stand at Bauma, the main machine we'll be having is the A240. This is our largest plant. Ideally, it's a 3 or a 4 aggregate hopper plant with an onboard cement silo and a twin shaft paddle mixer. The plant can be, like all of our plants, driven hydraulically by a diesel engine, or in the case of the Bauma machine, it's a fully electric drive machine.